So this is the 4x4 right here. Look at the keys. So this is the 4x4. (22RE), and that's a 22R, so carbureted, two-wheel drive. The blue one, that is. This one over here is injected, electronic injection. It's a short cab versus the other one is it's a short bed versus this one being a long bed. You can see the difference right there. Quite a bit of a difference. Now this one has the decals because it's a better model. This one does not have power steering, does not have AC from factory. It does have that window that we all like. This one does as well. But for example, some of the differences are, besides hardware. For example, this window right here, this triangular window that folds. This one does not have it, for example. Obviously the wheels are 6 lugs versus 5. Yeah, and the interior is quite a bit different. This one's a bench. The blue one used to be a bench, but I'll show you in a second. So this one's a bench. It's pretty clean. Bench, you can see you got your 4x4 right here. 5-speed manual. 3 pedals. Original radio. Pretty cool. Everything works. Sounds terrible, but cracked dash, of course. This one's basically original. The only thing that we have changed in this one has been the this cluster. This is from an SR5. It has the extra instruments. I'll show you in a second the other one. But other than that, yeah. And then in this one, in this other one, got this other one we have so far a Momo steering wheel with a Toyota badge. This is a Toyota badge from the 70s. It's got a tachometer because it doesn't bring one like the other. So this one's a lot more simple, right? Just speed, gas, and temperature. That's about it. No lights for when your gas is low. Very, very, very simple. This one's a manual as well. Like I mentioned before, we have the MR2 seats in this one, which in my opinion makes it look so much better, especially because we were able to get them in blue. A little bit of a cracked dash over there, but we also got the SR5 clock, which is this guy right there. We got a Pioneer steering, a TRD knob, and let's see, when we look behind the seats, we got some a little bit of stereo. Nothing crazy. That is the interior of the 22R. Let me open the hood. Like I said, it's carbureted. I'll pop the hoodie on so that you can take a look at it. But that's where it is. Very nice car. Good looking truck. The wheels are, I believe these are Pro Comps. And the tire size, I'll show you the tire size. Tire size, we got 205, 55, 15. Come on. It looks pretty nice. It's kind of aggressive. And, yeah, the paint is basically intact on this guy. Oh, then little bumps like this one and stuff. There. That's the engine bay. Let's go to the 4x4 so you can see it. This one is like I said, this one's injected. So no carburetor, of course. It's super dirty because it's been sitting here for a second. I'll go wash it later. You can see the engine's a little bit different. You have your EFI, electronic fuel injection, by Toyota. This is a 22RE. E stands for electronic. And there it is. I'll put them side to side for you guys so that you guys can take a look. Again, this is the carbureted. Like I said, this one's been sitting for a long time, so it's pretty dirty on the outside. Very clean on the inside. But let's get it started. With the keys. For this guy right here, all you need to do is put in the key, clutch all the way in, or you can use the clutch cancel, which not all of them have it, but that annoying sound is from factory from old Toyotas. If you had an old Toyota, you'll recognize it. It's just letting you know you don't have your seatbelts on. It was a required thing at the time. But it starts right there. I'll show you the engine. There it is. Oh man. Very good. Very good. Of course, this guy is it's heavier. It's got all the hardware underneath. You got the locking wheels and everything. I mean, it's a 4x4. Rather than that one, it's a little bit more of a car, like a normal car. So it shares the same engine on the Celica GT from 1984, I believe. Yeah, this one drives more like a car. You know, you're lower to the ground, rear wheel drive. Rather than this one, drives a little bit more like a truck, right? Even though it's the same engine, it's a lot slower. This one specifically does not have power steering, so it's kind of annoying to turn. It's got a little bit a ding here, not a big deal. But other than that, it's pretty nice, as you can see. Very good looking truck. Both of them are. That one's a great daily driver. It saves gas. That one does like 24 miles to the gallon on the city, and like, you know, 26 on the highway, something like that. This one, actually, because of the electronic fuel injection, is a little bit more accurate. So this one does like a good 24 on the city, let's say 25 on the highway. It's about the same. If I'm using AC on the other one, the blue one does have AC. The MPG goes down, which is pretty funny. Yeah, there they are. Beautiful trucks. So here we are, we're in the 4x4. And this is what it looks like when it's driving. It's pretty nice. Of course it's slow. It's a truck. But the 22RE is actually surprisingly powerful. Like it's not a lazy car. It's slow for sure, but it's strong. It's torquey. You have no trouble, you know, on the highway, for example. If you go going on the highway like 70 miles an hour, it's not a big deal. It's pretty decent at turning, especially since you have the no power steering. You feel very connected to the ground. Yeah, and honestly, it's not like you don't feel like you're gonna tip over or anything like that. It's suspension is well done. It's obviously a very strong car. It'll make sounds because you know, this one has very big springs, so the springs compressing and expanding, they'll make some sounds when you're, like, for example, when you go through a bump or something like that. It's nothing crazy. But there you have it. Let me I'm gonna get it a little bit slower and then I'll give it another quick pull. Of course, this is the same car, engine, and transmission as a 4Runner, so it feels a lot like a 4Runner from the same year. And even though these cars have, for example, this one is if you can see, has 250 whatever thousand miles. The miles doesn't really matter in this car for the price, because I mean, 22Rs are known to be one of the most reliable engines made by Toyota themselves. So, and you know, that's a pretty good compliment, right? So, there you have it. 1985 Toyota pickup. They didn't have a name. They were just called Toyota pickups. This is the 4x4. The other one, though. Two-wheel drive. There you have it. Oh Lord, taking turns with this thing is kind of, when you're going slow, it hurts. You need some muscle. But yeah, there you have it.